Okay, now I'm going to get into preparing yourself for different things like a photo shoot or a casting call or a fashion show. Now, when it comes to a photo shoot, this is really easy. This is something that you will not fail. You'll be prepared for anything that a photographer or a casting director may be asking of you. I always come prepared with just a regular old t-shirt or sweatpants to get yourself together because one, you're going to be getting your hair and makeup done. You want to be comfortable for these things. Something like a button-up, nothing like a t-shirt, so if you have to pull your head over it, you'll mess up your hair or your lip gloss. So I always say just be comfortable, come with your flip-flops on, just so you can get yourself prepared for the photo shoot. They're going to be doing your makeup, and I always come prepared with my own foundation so that they'll know what your color is so they can match it up or use it in itself to put your makeup on. Now, when it comes to hair, always wash and blow dry your hair so it's clean. So it's a clean palette for the stylist to get to know your hair, to see what it's like in its rare form. Very clean, sleek, and be able to do whatever it is that they want to do for it. Okay? Now, when it comes to different jewelry or underwear or any of those things, this is good to know as well. When you're doing a photo shoot, I always come prepared with a nude pair of underwear, which is maybe a thong or something that's very bikini or Brazilian cut, to come with black booty shorts because that's always good because they may have you to showcase a shirt or someone's, line of clothing that just meets you from the waist up. And then I always come with nude and black underwear so to just give you an idea of different things that you may be able to wear. I always bring a bathing suit because you may need it just for any glamour or beauty shots where it's from the shoulder up so that it can showcase your face and not really get too busy when it's time for them to do different things. Alright, now deodorant is very important because you should bring unscented, clear deodorant so it won't leave that residue underneath when you have your hands up higher than so that it's exposed so that you won't see those white clumps that are so nasty that the photographer has the airbrush, and no airbrushing is the best so they won't have to have different mistakes to fix up in a picture. Okay, you also have to be prepared with jewelry. I wouldn't do too much. You can bring hoops, you can bring different styles of jewelry because you may never know what the photographer wants, but always bring studs or take your rings off or come with your watch off or your bracelets that you always wear in the day-to-day so it wouldn't, be in the photo shoot because I would always forget if I don't, forget to take them off before I come. Now, we also want to get to doing a casting call. These are the things that you should be prepared with. I always say never to wear your flat shoes to a casting because they may ask you to walk. You may forget them in the car. If you want to just say, I'll bring my flip-flops and then be prepared with my heels and my purse. Always bring your heels. You may forget them. And you always have to look your best. You're strongest when you're most prepared. Like, not having your heels is almost like not having your resume at a nice 9 to 5 kind of job where they need your resume to see what you're working with previously. So, also, you need to be prepared with a great attitude. Interact. Ask questions. Not asking the question and not knowing the answer is the dumbest thing you could do, not knowing what you really need to be prepared with. For example, if you're walking in a fashion show and you have to really know what type of walk they need, whether it be something very urban, something that's more along as a straight runway like Fifth Avenue show, or maybe it be a hair show where they need a little bit more flair. Always ask the casting director what they really want, because if you don't ask and you give them the wrong walk, you won't be in the production. And if you know how to do it and you know you have something to offer for them in that style of show, then you'll be missing out. So always ask those little questions that you may have boggled up in your head that you don't get to ask.